Hey everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a weekend reading vlog. So, I have not been reading as much recently as I want to. Work has been crazy, still trying to adjust to schedules and things, and I'm preparing for my Taylor Swift concert, which is very soon. I actually think the concert has already happened by the time this video is going up. It's crazy, so I'm trying to, deal with everything right now, and reading has unfortunately taken a bit of a backseat. So this weekend is all about reading, except for tomorrow where I do have to go to work. But when I'm not at work tomorrow, I want to be reading. I just really want to catch up on some books on my TBR that have to be read ASAP, have to be read before I leave for Toronto. It's a whole thing. So the whole purpose of this video is to get reading done and to just have like a chill, relaxing weekend when I can, like when I'm not at work tomorrow. So it's currently Friday. I'm gonna have this video go until Monday because it is the long weekend because of Remembrance Day. So it's gonna be a bit of a longer weekend reading vlog, which I'm very excited about. Before I get into my TBR of like 2.5 books, let's say, I do want to talk about the sponsor of today's video, which is Luisa. So I've worked with Luisa a couple of times so far this year and I love working with them. So if you don't know who Luisa is, they are a jewelry brand that crafts long-lasting, hypoallergenic, water-resistant, and sustainable jewelry for an affordable price of designs starting at just $39. And as I've talked about previously, when I've worked with Luisa, I'm obsessed with their pieces. I'm obsessed with the quality. I love that they are hypoallergenic because I am quite allergic to jewelry, so having rings that I can wear and necklaces that I can wear that don't turn my fingers green or give me a rash is very important. I am very much so the kind of person who likes to wear the same jewelry every day. I don't like to think about it too much. I just want to wear the same pieces all the time. So you'll notice from video to video I'm always wearing the same rings, the same necklace, which this is from Luisa from the last video that I did, and some of my rings are also from Luisa. I wear them literally every day and I've had no issues with them thus far. I'm really happy with the quality of them. So for this video they sent me 2 pieces, a ring and a bracelet. So first they sent me the Laura ring, which I'm just obsessed about. It has this beautiful little twist detail in the front that I just think is so fun and elegant, and honestly it is my goal, my dream, to have a ring on every single finger, and we are very nearly there. So I was particularly looking for a ring to go on my middle finger here, and I'm obsessed. I think it goes along with my other rings quite beautifully. I'm just really happy with it. And then I thought I'd branch out a little bit and I got a bracelet as well. This one I'm obsessed with. It is like a very dainty little bracelet. It's got hearts going all around it, and the reason why I love this one so much is when I was a baby I actually had a bracelet very similar to this that my mom bought for me, but I was a baby, so it no longer fits. I have it somewhere but it does not fit, and so this feels like having a little piece of like baby Brittany on me at all times. I've been wearing it every day since I got it and I'm just obsessed with it. I think it is so pretty. So Luisa has their Black Friday sales coming up very quickly here, and this is the perfect time to buy yourself some jewelry or to give some jewelry to the people that you love in your life. This is their biggest sale of the year, so you don't want to miss out on it. If you've had your eye on any pieces on their website, this is the time to buy it. If you want to give some pieces to the people that you love, this is also the perfect time to do it. They have so many beautiful designs, from rings to necklaces to bracelets to earrings. If my ears were still pierced, I would definitely be getting some earrings, but I've gifted some earrings to my mom and she loves them. She wears them all the time. So this is the perfect time to give back to the people in your life, or you know what, give back to yourself because you deserve a little treat as well. So the sale is up to 30%, and the more you buy, the more you save. So check out my link down below if you want to buy some jewelry and save with the biggest sale of the year. And thank you so much to Luisa for sponsoring today's video. Okay, with that being said, let's talk about the TBR. It's quite a mismatch of books, but let's just get into it. So the first 2 are books that were on my October TBR that I did not get around to for one reason or another. So the first one is my current read, and that is My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine. This is the Besties in Books book club pick for October, and I did not get to it. I got the Holden from the library quite late in the month and I was reading so many other things, and I barely scratched the surface of my October TBR, which I feel like is normally the case anyway. But I started reading this book yesterday and I meant to finish it, but I worked yesterday yesterday and I was just really tired, so I did not get a chance to finish it, but I made it up to page 226, so I'm almost done. So the plan is to quickly finish this today and then jump into the second book on my TBR, which is The Wedding Witch by Erin Sterling. This is the third and final question mark book in the XX series. I actually don't know if we're getting another one. I feel like this is the last one, but I finally got my hands on this book the other day, so I'm so excited to get to this one. I hope that I love it. I'm honestly a little bit nervous, but I did just finish rereading the XX and the Kiss Curse in preparation for this book, and I am very excited about it. So I'm going to be starting this today and seeing how far I can get into it. And then I think the final book for this TBR is The Last Love Song by Kaylee Holford. Kaylee is one of my very good friends. I adore her to pieces. I've read this book twice already. I read it when she sent it to me like forever ago, I think like in 2021, and then I read the arc of it last year. Now I'm going to read it, the final copy, and annotate it. I even bought new highlighters to kind of match the pastel-y aesthetic of the book, and I'm so excited about this one. So this is like the biggest departure from the TBR at the moment. We've got like a vampire Halloween-y book, we've got a witchy Yuletide Christmassy-ish kind of book, I think, and then we've got a summer romance. So quite the eclectic little TBR I've got going on for this weekend, but I'm excited about all of them. Like I said, I am currently reading My Roommate is a Vampire, and I'm not obsessed with it so far. I don't think I'm going to be in the last little bit here. I think there's a couple issues for me with this book. One is I don't think I'm in the mood for it anymore. The spooky season has passed and I'm full on in the Christmas mood. These decorations are coming down today because I'm just kind of over it, and also we thought we were going to be moving like well before Christmas, and I don't think that's the case anymore, so I might also be decorating at some point soon. I don't know, but this is coming down today, and I'm also going to be doing a mini shelf reorganization. But anyways, the Halloween mood has passed. I'm no longer in the mood for like a vampire romance, but it's the book club pick, so I have to read it. I'm also not fully obsessed with the writing. There's nothing wrong with it, I'm just not connecting with it for some reason, and I also feel nothing for the characters. So it's just, it feels like it's not the book for me. Like, it's fine, but I just think there's so many other books that I'm more in the mood for right now that this one's just kind of feeling like a drag, which is not against the book itself, it's just the kind of mood that I'm in, I guess. But this is going to be a fun and exciting vlog. I'm so excited. But first things first is my room is a disaster, so I want to do some general cleaning of the room, but I mainly want to tackle the bookshelf, take down the Halloween decor. I've had the boxes from my Halloween decor sitting in my room since I put all this up because I just didn't feel like taking it out. It's a disaster zone in here, honestly, and it's really stressing me out. So take down Halloween and fall decor. I want to do a mini shelf reorganization just to kind of dismantle like the Halloween displays and to try and fit on some of the new books that I've bought in. We're just gonna play around with it, you know, we're gonna play around with it. But that is the plan for today. I'm gonna listen to my Eras Tour playlist to prepare for the concert. I'm so excited. Yeah, I hope you guys are excited for this vlog. I know I am, and let's just get into it. So I have honestly not thought about how I'm going to reorganize these shelves, and honestly, does it really matter because we are going to be moving relatively soon? No. Does it matter to me a little bit? Yeah. I have this stack of books here, all the books that were up there, and I now need to find a place for them to go back onto the shelves, so we're going to do some adjusting to figure out where they're gonna go. And I also have like a couple of other books, like I've got Truly Madly Magically that needs a home, The Wedding Witch needs a home, and The Wedding Witch doesn't even match the X-Hex and the Kiss Curse, so like I don't know what to do, and my camera is dying, so none of this bodes well. so I not only have a reading update for you on My Roommate is a Vampire, but I also have a mini book haul to share with you. This was unexpected, but here we are. So things did not go according to plan today. You know, I took down my decor, I redid the bookshelves a little bit. I think they're looking cute, although I did just buy 2 new books and I have no idea where they're gonna go, so that's fun. But then, you know, the day kind of got away from me. I did some more cleaning, I watched some YouTube, and then I ended up going out with my mom to HomeSense, which is where I bought a couple of books. We also went to Michael's and we went to like a few different places and kind of got carried away. And then I came home and became completely consumed with trying to figure out an outfit for the Eras tour because I don't have that figured out yet. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Needless to say, I did not get to reading until much later than I planned. I also redid my nails because they were chipping and they were pissing me off, so I redid them. Nothing went according to plan today. That's fine. I did, however, finish My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine, and I feel very meh about it. I don't know. I feel very meh. I feel very, like, I didn't hate it by any means. It's not a bad book. I just think me and the book didn't mesh the way that I wanted us to. Yeah, I don't know. I just think I didn't connect to the characters at all, didn't connect to their romance, didn't connect to the writing. Like, unfortunately, this book was just a miss for me. We just didn't align. It wasn't meant to be, which is so sad because this book, like, the concept is so fun, like moving into an apartment where your roommate is a vampire and like you're attracted to him. Like, it's a fun concept, you know. It's something that I really wanted to like. I just unfortunately did not. I think it was just a little too maybe campy for me, a little too odd for me. There's just some things about the vampire that I didn't love. And there were some things in the steamy scene that also had me like, it just took me right out, and I was like, why did you write it like that? It's just a few things, you know, that I just didn't mesh with. But I read it, and now me and Alyssa can do our live show discussing it, which will be nice. So I will be picking up The Wedding Witch by Erin Sterling tomorrow. The goal was to pick it up today. Like, the goal was to finish that book as quickly as I could so I could get into this and read as much of this today as possible. Obviously, that did not happen. So I don't work tomorrow till 4. So I think I'm gonna try to do some reading of this before work and then finish the book when I get home after work. I'm gonna get through this book tomorrow and it is going to be lovely. I'm really excited, but also really, really scared. This is the 3rd book in the XX series, which is one of my favorite like little like witchy Halloween-y series. And this book seems like it does not take place at Halloween because it's like the Yuletide and there's Christmas trees on the front. It also does not take place in Gravesglen, which is the town of the XX series, so that has me a little bit nervous because that is one of the things that I love the most about these books. So I'm kind of nervous about the departure from that. I feel like it's always hit or miss when a final book or a book in the series takes a departure from like the formula of the other books, if you know what I mean, like taking us out of our familiar setting, things like that. I also don't know how much we're going to see of our other characters. There's also time travel involved in this book to the 50s, which I am intrigued by. I'm kind of excited about. I'm really nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually quite nervous about this book, but fingers crossed. Erin Sterling has not let me down yet. I really want to love it. But anyways, my little haul is very Christmassy, New Year's-ish. I bought 2 books, which you guys would have seen in my b-roll clips anyways, but I'm gonna talk about them. Now, I need to go back and watch some of my like Christmas videos from last year. I actually don't even know if I filmed this, but I got this book from the library last year, All I Want for Christmas by Maggie Knox. I can't remember. There was a book I got from the library that I tried to read, couldn't get into it, so I returned it, and I can't remember if it was this one. My gut is saying it was this one, but it also could have been where I just like returned it and was like, whatever. I don't know, but I bought it. It was $6.99, so I figured, why not? I want to read a lot of holiday books this year, and I want to like film a bunch of holiday-esque vlogs. I'm hoping this is going to be one of them. Basically like this reality singing show, and there's fake dating, and it's in the holidays, and I love all of those things, so hopefully I love this book. We're just gonna have to see. It looks very festive, very fun. I took a gamble buying this one because I genuinely could not remember the reasoning for me returning it last year. We're gonna see what happens, but fun, exciting. I'm very excited for the holidays, very excited for Christmas reading. I'm still trying to decide if I want to decorate for Christmas or not. I think I have to though. If I'm gonna be filming holiday content, I need the Christmas tree in the background. So like if I think about it this way, yes, I have to do the work of, you know, decorating a tree, undecorating a tree, and then potentially redecorating a tree when we move. but then I get to redecorate a tree. I get to do it twice. Anyways, moving on. The second book I bought is this one, The Second Chance Year by Melissa Weisner. This one was a complete impulse buy. I've heard nothing about this book. I very briefly looked at reviews, but I don't remember anything that they said. This is like a New Year's book. It says one disastrous year, one magical wish, one chance to change the past. So our main character basically has had like a terrible year, and then she goes to this fortune teller who offers her one wish, and she makes a wish to redo her entire last year, but nothing happens. So then she kisses her brother's best friend, but then, you know, when she wakes up the next morning, she wakes up on January 1st of the previous year. So she goes through this second chance at this year, seeing red flags in her past relationship, but then also having all these chance encounters with her brother's best friend, who has no memory, obviously, that they've kissed before, but she's dealing with those emotions. I'm excited about it. So I'm hoping I really enjoy this one. This was an impulse. This is like a gamble because I've never read from this author before. I've never heard of this author before, but I'm excited about it. This one's only $7.99. I'm honestly not complaining. I'm excited about these. I just have nowhere to put them on my shelf. I mean, to be fair, if I do decide to decorate for Christmas, I will probably be reorganizing the shelves again just a little bit to do like a Christmassy display up here because I really like doing the Halloween one. Anyways, this has been a very long clip. I'm gonna go. Very excited and nervous to jump into this tomorrow. Like I said, hopefully I can get some read before I go to work tomorrow. I don't have to leave the house till 3:30, so I should have time to read. It just depends on how distracted I get. Okay, so it's the next day. It's 11:35 p.m. I worked 4 to 9 today, like I'm pretty sure I said in my last clip. And then I came home, had dinner, and then I was just hanging out with my family for a while and totally was not reading when I was supposed to. And I actually do need to go to bed soon because I'm getting up early tomorrow. So I'm not going to be getting a lot of reading done today, even though I wanted to read this whole thing. But anyways, reading update. I'm on page 27 of The Wedding Witch, about to start chapter 1 because there's a prologue in the beginning of this book, and then after the prologue, or I guess, is it a part of the prologue? I don't know, but there's like a bunch of emails and text conversations between Bowen and Tamsin, who are the main characters of this book, and this is how bad my memory is, okay? I just reread the X-Hex, okay? And I just reread the Kiss Curse. The Kiss Curse is not as important for what I'm talking about, but I just read the X-Hex, right? And I like knew the character names of the main characters in this book, right? Obviously knew Bowen is the third brother of the Penhallows, but I didn't know if we had met Tamsin before. We have. She was in the X-Hex, so if you remember, if you've read the X-Hex, you know who she is. Maybe you don't. Maybe your memory is as bad as mine. But the second I found out that information in real time with Bowen as he was realizing this information, I was so shook. I was like, I'm 10 times more interested now than I was before, and obviously I was already interested because this is a hugely anticipated book for me, but I'm like 10 times more interested now in their dynamic with each other, knowing that we've met Tamsin before and kind of knowing who she is. I think she's like a wildly chaotic character, and I'm like really excited to like learn more about her. Yeah, we also just found out something about Vivian and Reese, and it's so cute. I love them. I hope that we get to like learn more or hear more about Gwen and Wells, because obviously at this point we don't know what's happened with them since the Kiss Curse, whereas like pretty early on in the Kiss Curse we know what happens with Reese and Vivian. So like I just want to know what's going on with Wells and Gwen. Ooh, okay, chapter 1, they're in Graves Glen. I was really worried that we weren't going to see anything from Graves Glen in this book, but we are. I'm very excited to spend a little bit of time in Graves Glen, considering the majority of this book will not be taking place in Graves Glen. So I'm gonna try to soak up every second that we're in Graves Glen because I don't know how long it's gonna last. I'm gonna read for a little bit longer, even though I absolutely need to go to bed. But when have we ever made good decisions? Never. don't even know how many days it's been. I think just a couple since I talked to you guys face to face. Hi, hello, how are you guys doing at this point in the vlog? Good, I hope. I finished The Wedding Witch by Aaron Sterling. I don't think I've updated on my thoughts on this book. I don't know, I might have talked to you guys after reading the initial bit of it, but I finished it last night. I read most of it yesterday except for like the 50 or so pages that I read before. This is definitely my least favorite in the X-Hex series, which I have to admit is disappointing. Not like it was ever like a thought in my brain that it was gonna be my favorite because I just love the X-Hex so much. But yeah, it just I liked it. I did. I had a lot of fun reading it. Quick read, great times. I just think it was such a departure from the first two books by having it set around Yule, you know, a Christmas holiday kind of time, and also set mainly outside of Gravesglen, plus also adding time travel into it, so we're like in the 50s for some of the book, but it didn't overly feel like the 50s. It just kind of felt like the same but with different characters, and like they were slightly scandalized at like what the main character was wearing. But yeah, I think it was just such a departure that it just felt really different than the first two books, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. It's not really either or for me in this case. It's just kind of what is, and it just didn't fully hit the same for me as the first two books did. I enjoyed the characters. I liked Bowen, I liked Tamsin, and I grew to like their relationship. Like I liked their dynamic with each other, their banter, especially like at the beginning when they were like first meeting and we're seeing their interactions. I just think that it went way too quickly. I think that it was a bit insta-lovey. I think that there was like no progression in the relationship. It was like from 0 to 100 really, really quickly, and I would have loved to see it drawn out a little bit more, but like I liked the vibes. So it's only disappointing in the fact that like it just went too quickly, and I would have liked to see more there, like in the lead up to it, and not just some like, I don't know how to describe it. I was let down by it. I was like, this is going really fast. Like we were like at page 100 and like love feelings were there, and I'm like, that's crazy. This is also the smallest book I believe in the series. It's like just under 300 pages. I also just did not love the plot of this one as much. That's what I find in general with the series. I loved everything about the first book, okay? The plot, the romance, everything, the characters, just literally everything. And then the second book, I loved the romance, but the plot wasn't really fully there for me. And in this one, it's kind of like the plot wasn't there. The romance was, but also wasn't. And I did like the characters, you know? So it's kind of like really all over the place, but the plot just really wasn't there for me. I thought the time travel would be fun. I thought going to the 50s would be fun, but like I said, there was nothing super like obvious about it being set in the 50s. Like nothing that just screamed 50s to me, or like screamed that time period. Like I don't know. It was just kind of very like the same, but not, if that makes any sense. I think it was just also just like not what I wanted it to be, you know? I don't know. I liked it, not my favorite thing, but I actually have to leave because I'm about to go pick up something very exciting off Facebook Marketplace that I will show you guys later. And also tonight we are starting The Last Love Song by Kaylee Holford. Got my annotation supplies. I'm excited. update for you, and I'm gonna show you guys the item that I picked up off Facebook Marketplace. I'm beyond excited, like so excited. Anyways, reading update. The Last Love Song. You guys saw that I did indeed start this book tonight. It's almost 1 in the morning and I easily could have kept reading because I find this book so captivating, which I already know because like I've read this book twice before, but like even though I've read it twice and I know what happens, I mean my memory is a bit hazy because that's just how it is. Like for all intents and purposes, like I know what happens in this book, but I still found myself just so enthralled by this story and wanting to like know everything and follow everything with our main character Mia. I don't even know if I talked about what this book was about at the beginning of this vlog, so in case I didn't, I'll just talk a little bit about it now. But we follow our main character Mia during the summer following her high school graduation, and her entire life her grandmothers have kind of told her that there's a gift that her late mother has left for her to open on her graduation day, and she's kind of been anticipating this her entire life because her mom was a huge country star and she kind of feels like her mom belongs to this town in a way that she lives in, Sunset Cove. And there's like two versions of her mom. There's the country star that is like idolized and everyone loves and knows, like, you know, the superstar version of her, but then there's like the person and she doesn't know her as well as she wants to. So she gets this present from her mom and it's basically her mom's diary along with like a scavenger hunt. So she has to go on the scavenger hunt that her mom has left for her around the town to uncover pieces of her mom's story. It's got like some Mamma Mia-esque vibes going on because she's also trying to figure out who her dad is because she doesn't know who her dad is. Her grandmas won't talk about it. The public doesn't know who her dad is. There's just all these mysteries surrounding her mom, Tori Rose, that we're trying to unravel throughout this book. But she's also grappling with saying goodbye to her best friend Britt, and they're totally like not as platonic as they say they are, but that's beautiful. I love it so much. But basically Britt is also like a musician and wants to leave Sunset Cove to, you know, pursue music, but Mia very much so believes that she has to stay in Sunset Cove for her grandparents' sake. She's afraid to leave. Just all of these complicated feelings surround that. So she's grappling with having to say goodbye to her friend sooner than expected, or deciding to, you know, forego everything that she's ever believed about her life and said she would do and follow Britt and pursue music with her. So there's just a lot of things going on in this book and I think it is such a beautiful story. We get to see two different timelines. We see, you know, Mia in the present day following the scavenger hunt and, you know, following this summer of hers right after graduation, but we also get to like experience Tori's story alongside Mia as she's uncovering it, which I think is a lot of fun. This book is heartfelt, it's beautiful, the writing is just stunning. There are lyrics scattered throughout the book at various points that just blew me away the first time I read them, and they continue to blow me away every time I read them. But yeah, anyways, I'm annotating this book and I'm having so much fun doing that. I set up a new annotation key. Basically Peyton sent me some new tabs a while ago and I've been waiting for the right moment to use them, particularly waiting to read this book to use them. I don't know why, I just felt like I needed to use some fun pastel tabs. I just wanted this to be like a very special, beautiful annotation moment. I'm having a lot of fun with this and I cannot wait to continue reading. It is like the end of Monday now. It's actually now Tuesday, obviously, because I said it was almost 1 in the morning. And I was gonna originally end this vlog today, but I kind of really want to end the vlog when I finish this book. And unfortunately, reading just didn't go as planned this weekend. I think I might just extend this vlog until I finish this book. I'm also very busy tomorrow. Me and my friend Lorena are doing some like last minute prep things for Toronto. But yeah, so we're going shopping and then we're seeing We Live in Time, the new Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh movie, and I'm just so excited. And we're also making more friendship bracelets, so tomorrow is a very busy day where I probably will not get a whole lot of reading done. So I'm anticipating hopefully some reading happening on Wednesday. I do work on Wednesday. Anyways, while we're speaking of Toronto, the item that I bought today relates to my trip to Toronto for Taylor Swift, and I'm looking at it right now and I just cannot believe I own this. I also cannot believe how much money I spent on it, and we're not going to talk about it. So this is an item that I've coveted since it was originally released in 2020. It was recently re-released either this year or last year, and I found it on Facebook Marketplace for a lot of money, but I bought it anyway. To be fair, this was like one of the better prices that I saw, obviously, in my size. I bought the Folklore cardigan. I bought it It's stunning. It's beautiful. My whole family thinks I'm insane because to them this is just a regular cardigan, but you Swifties, the Swifties know, okay, this is a special cardigan. So it does have the beautiful star patches on the back of the elbows, which I'm just obsessed with, and it does have the little Taylor Swift patch. I'm so excited about this. So I'm wearing this to the show, but I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I cannot believe that I own this. Like, I immediately came home, raced upstairs, and I tried it on. And it was beautiful. Like, I love a good cardigan. So I feel like this was made for me. I'm so excited. And it was like brand new. It was still in the package. Like, I'm just gonna ignore how much money I spent on this and just be so grateful that I have it. I'm so excited. Oh, I feel so lucky. I feel so happy. I could cry. I could cry. Life has been so hard recently, you know, for certain reasons. And I just feel like I need this. I need like this girlhood trip of happiness, and like, yeah, I need this. I'm so excited. I may be wearing the same sweater that I was in the last clip, but it is a different day. I just finished painting my nails, so if you see nail polish on my fingers, no you don't. Okay, no you don't. But anyways, reading update on The Last Love Song. I did something new today that I have yet to do while working at this job. I took my book to work with me and I read it on my breaks, and let me tell you, it was the best thing ever. I don't know why I haven't done it before. Like, wasting time on Twitter when I have like a half-hour break. Why do I do that? Why do I do that? I don't know, but here it stops. Okay, if I'm reading a book that is not like overly heavy, because you guys know me, I'm not an ebook girly. Okay, I'm a physical book girly, although I did read an ebook on my phone at work, so that I have done, but I'm a physical book girly through and through. So if I'm not reading a book that is super like heavy or cumbersome to have in my tote bag, then I'm gonna be bringing it to work, because that was awesome. But I'm on page 126, roughly about halfway through the book, and I love it so much. Like, I just had such a good day overall, and like reading this book, like being able to escape into this world, being able to escape into Sunset Cove during a work day was awesome. Like, it was great. I'm not gonna lie. I'm having a blast reading this book. I'm having a blast annotating it. I'm loving the way that these like more pastel colored tabs are looking. It's not focusing on it, but it's very pretty. But yeah, anyways, loving this book. I need to finish it ASAP. I'm feeling tired, but I'm not feeling super tired, so I'm almost wondering if I should just like sit and read for like a little bit, like read at least a chapter or two, because you know, every little bit counts. So even if I only read like a chapter or two, that's a chapter or two less that I have to read tomorrow. I finally finished The Last Love Song by Kaylee Holford. Boom, done. I love this book so much. I literally annotated it like a mad woman so much. I brought it to work with me again today and read it on both of my breaks, which was super helpful because I literally almost finished it at work. I had literally 3 chapters left by the time I finished my second break, so I just like quickly wrapped it up just now when I got home, and I just love it so much. Like, it is so beautiful, and like this is my 3rd time reading it, and it never ceases to amaze me. I'm constantly in awe of Kaylee's talent, her writing, her stories. I'm just obsessed with everything about this book, and if you guys have not read it, I highly recommend it. If you love music, if you love Taylor Swift, if you love Maisie Peters, if you love song lyrics, just songwriting in general, if you love Mamma Mia, if you love books set in small towns, if you're looking for a sapphic romance, if you're looking for stories that like deal with mother-daughter relationships or just like family dynamics in general, if you want to read about a character who is discovering what she wants to do with her life and discovering things about herself, like this book just has so many beautiful things in it, and I am obsessed with it. So many beautiful quotes. I tapped this book up so much. I had such a good time rereading this book. I love it literally to pieces. But that finally brings us to the end of this vlog, which was supposed to be a weekend reading vlog, but now we're in the next weekend. Like, it's literally Friday today, and I started this vlog last Friday, so it ended up turning into a weekly reading vlog instead of a weekend one, but that's fine. I hope you guys enjoyed it anyways. I do want to thank Ana Luisa once again for sponsoring today's video. Make sure to check out my links down below for Ana Luisa so you guys can see what Black Friday sales they have going on. You don't want to miss them. But if you guys liked this video, give it a huge thumbs up. Comment down below and let me know what you guys have been reading recently. I would love to know. Subscribe if you have not yet already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!